MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Houston Astros and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Philadelphia Phillies.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. This guy's hitting over 450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game, I watched him in batting practice too, and he was hammering the ball. When you get on a kind of a roll like he is right now, his confidence is soaring, and right now he's seeing the ball great.
Aaron Nola gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Leading off for Houston, the center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
First delivery to him on the way.
わお、いきなり打っちゃった。
Okay, I see how it's going to be. You're going to use the ambush tactics and not playing nice right there. Usually you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. No balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled to first. He has some trouble with it. Oh, behind the back. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make a play for the first down.
Batting third, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
4割5分2厘、すごいな。
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball inside corner, drops in for a strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric
You
Summerskill.
know what, Dan, I'm always baffled when Eric Summerskill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
やっても
And
う
this
た。
one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
1点はしゃあない。
Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy put your team on the board. Good baseball.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
Way down
Yes.
for the third out. Not much of a chance of hitting that one, and the inning is over. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Astros 1 and the Phillies 0. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. We all know he's just a great baseball player. He's one of the elite players in the game, and it's always a privilege to see him do his thing. Hopefully, he does just that in this one.
Justin Verlander is on the mound here on the road. Game 1 of the World Series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in big league baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do it all. 5 tools, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies, the left fielder, Nick Williams.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Three and 0 now. Rhys Hoskins will be next. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 3-1. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
ボールか、今の。際どいな。
Those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Fouled away. The next 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here as they're trying to get that run right back here in the first.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
Low for ball 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Williams on at first, nobody out. Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now. 3-2. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next.
ボール球や。落としちゃった。
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
So stepping in, Bryce Harper, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
まさかのポロリやったな。
He's set and the pitch. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. Fastball well outside. Here's a swing.
Wow,
from his hands as it heads over toward the first base dugout. Looks like everyone's okay, however. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 2-2 is
ボールや。あれ振ってまうな。
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location. All 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. As Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike one. Verlander is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that
ちょっと微妙やったな。
One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every
フランでも入っとったか
The
な。
swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. JT Realmuto becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. Verlander pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup called strike one. Comes set. The 0-1.
よっしゃ。
Middle and in for a base hit. Williams blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize
まずいっ
for him.
て。
Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to
Ma
go
cazzo.
ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway.
これは上がりすぎ。
Has a read on it. And that's the third out.
まあでも追いついたな一応。
I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So digging in now, Michael Brantley will begin things here against Aaron Nola.
23, Michael Brantley.
And a curveball drops in there for strike one. Brantley is a guy that thrives in these opposite-handed matchups. He's often considered one of the absolute best hitters in the game against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, because he's thinking big part of the field. He's not a dead pull guy. This is a guy that likes to use gap to gap. And when that's happening, you stay on anything fading away from you.
Here it comes, 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Count still at 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 10, Yulieski Gurriel.
Digging in, Yuli Gurriel. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike one to start the at-bat.
粘る男。
Now the pitch. Nope. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Now the 1-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Harper.
Yes.
He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, Josh Reddick.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
よっしゃ。
2-0 count. Here it comes. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Robinson Chirinos would be next. That one's in there. 3-1.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they put themselves a 2-out base run. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the catcher Robinson Chirinos. Drives it out to deep right center field, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
From the stretch. In there, strike one.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a 2-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2, here it is. And another foul ball. Chirinos at second with 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes to the Astros pitcher.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Still 1-2. 1-2. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Williams is there. Catch, and the side is retired. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. 2-1 Houston.
ちょうどいいとこ打ち寄ったな。
Leading off the inning, Maikel Franco, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
The third baseman, Maikel Franco.
And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
And he got him.
ああ、振ってもったか。
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that
際どいとこやな。
first pitch on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Aaron Nola. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and starts on the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping into the box, George Springer. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
The center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
First offering on its way. Line toward right center.
No beat.
Split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily.
なんかよう打たれるな。
Into the box, Alex Bregman, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Springer stands at second with no outs. Outside, 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. McCutchen is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Throw behind him to second. And the runner, not tagging, will return to second base.
For the Astros, the second baseman, Jose
Stepping into the box, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Now this is foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away. Here's Carlos Correa now. Runner in scoring position with 2 runs. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Two out here and a runner at second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McCutchen is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Astros leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Ball and no strikes.
0-1, no strikes.
One ball and one strike to the Phillies' first baseman.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And he'll come back with one in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bryce Harper waits on deck. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Stepping up to the plate, Bryce Harper. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him. Especially those punch outs will stick with you a little longer. This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches,
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Hoskins stands at first with 1 out. Well outside with the curveball for the ball. Swung on and missed that strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted into the air out to center field. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Digging in for his second at-bat, JT Realmuto looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious.
いやー、なんか微妙に高いな。
He was looking for another ball in.
振ってまうな。
Verlander pauses. 2-2 on its way home. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes.
よっしゃ。
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Gene Segura standing in. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Segura behind on a 1-2 count. From the stretch, the 1-2 fouled away.
Hey, great job.
微妙や、ボールがやっぱ。
In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
ああ、行ったらよかったか。しまったな。微妙やな、でも。ああ、また微妙な高さ。あれ振ってまうな、なんか。
We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready for another chance? Michael Brantley flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0-for-1 so far.
Michael Brantley.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, また打ったか。確かによう打たれるな。
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit, leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason.
早めにやっとくか。
Set, here it comes. That's popped up, but this will land untouched. 0-1, here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hold. 0-2. Gurriel, a Cuban-born ball player. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Fastball swung on and missed for the
Yes.
Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
No, that's down.
That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Harper is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Next up for the Stros, Robinson Chirinos. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 1-1 to Chirinos. The 1-1 home. Fouled straight back. Brantley leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
And now
let's see. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was
swing and a miss. That will the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Houston. They lead it 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break.
Mm,
And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Leading off for the Phillies, the center fielder, Andrew.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
McCutchen.
Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. McCutchen, or just Kutch, as he's frequently referred to. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. Swings through it for strike number 2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Is a fastball down below the knees. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2. Maikel Franco waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a pop-up now. Gurriel calling for it. 1 down.
The third baseman, number 7, Maikel Franco.
At the plate, Maikel Franco was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Fourth inning of a 2-1.
ボールを振りすぎるんやな。
Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, the second baseman, Andrew Romine.
Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Romine. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. One run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Pulled toward right center field.
上がりすぎか。
He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 2-1. Settling in now, Justin Verlander.
Leading off for the
Start off
Astros,
the 5th in this
the
one.
pitcher, number 35, Justin Verlander.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here.
あれがストライクってすごいな。あいた。これはしゃあないわ。
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Back to the top of the order now, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. First pitch on its way. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
The third baseman, number 2.
Now to the plate, Alex Bregman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Right there for strike 1.
0-1 for the count.
Comes set and the 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Verlander leads off first with 1 away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have no problem bringing a pitch that close.
あー、どこ投げたんじゃ。何をしとんや。せっかくのダブルプレーが。
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner.
Yo,
That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Astros leave one. They still lead it 2-1. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Nola. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Back to work now is Verlander as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike one.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Striding in, Nick Williams. He was sat down.
代打したらよかったな。しもた。
He got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
0-1 the count.
代打してこのまま1番の方が良かったな。
Set to deliver the 0-1. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one.
もう準備できてたもんな。あー、ボールや。なんか振ってまうな。
Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
ねえ、入ってるかあれ。ボールと思ったけどな。取られたか。ボールやで。
Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Two and two.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
いやー、スライダー。うまいこと投げるな。
Phillies down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Correa. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Correa. どうしようか、もう変えるか。
Sir Anthony Dominguez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Phillies, number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
First offering on its way. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. In now, Michael Brantley. Last time through was a base hit. Ripped down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1 count and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch all the way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
A ball and a strike, the count to the Astros first baseman. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. Popped him up. Real Muto is there. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. Nothing across here this half of the inning. To the bottom of the 6th inning. Houston leads this one 2-1. Here's Bryce Harper now to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit from 5 innings.
なかなか捉えれんもんやな。
Other than it's been fantastic. We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to any.
いやー、ギリ入ってんのあれ。
Corners of the zone all game long.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does.
91球ってのはすごいな。
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Fouled away.
結構でもストレート力強いな。
The 2-2 one more time. Now a little
Ah,
up here
詰まった。
right in front of the plate. Chirinos has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy, well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
いやー、これで見逃しても入ってんねんな。
One run, just one hit, and one error in the ball game for the Phillies so far.
あー、引っ掛けた。
Fielded cleanly, throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here, 2 away.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Gene Segura, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Swing and a liner.
あー、惜しい。
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark on his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is
Ah,
about 6 innings.
Well, the first baseman is under at the play, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Our score remains 2-1. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, 0-for-1 with a run scored.
さあ、終盤か。ああ、また落ちちゃった。
And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right.
チリノス。
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
A ball and a strike now. Had him off that time. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. Real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left to bury this guy and get him out of it.
The pitcher, Justin Verlander, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First offering on its way, and they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down.
ああ、セーフか。ダブルセーフ。やってもったか。いやー。なかなかうまいことしよるな。よっしゃ。いやー。
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
タッチした方が良かったかな。投げずにそのままタッチして投げた方が確実やったな。あー、打っちゃった。これはやばい。
And I can't emphasize enough how huge that was. It's great to be leading by 1. Those 2 insurance runs are absolutely critical at this juncture of the game. Well done.
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 1-1, here it is.
アウトアウトアウト。
So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Bottom of the 7th.
いやー、この後打たれるか。まだ投げんの。肩壊れますって。
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Fouled off.
気合で投げてはるな。あー、詰まってるな。
Now batting, Maikel Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. He'll lead off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
The 1-0 home. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle.
Yeah,
As he gets the glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Baseman.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield
Yeah,
single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen. That'll end the evening for Justin Verlander.
Your attention, please.
So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Chris Devenski enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning. Into the box, Andrew Romine head-to-head against Chris Devenski. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch coming, here it is. And it's fouled away. Now the 0-1. And there's one. Devenski, 28 years old. He was a 25th round pick back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
いやー、ストレートか。変えるか。
Cesar Hernandez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Cesar Hernandez.
Ah, 正面。ついてないな。
And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Pat Neshek has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Leading off the inning, Jose Altuve. As they'll look for some added insurance.
いやー、このピッチャー。この変な投げ方。
And he hits it for strike one. Now a rocket
あー、打ちよった。
will start with a bang as this should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ball one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think
あー、持ってかれた。
Deep out to center field. McCutchen going back and off the batter's eye for a home run.
やられた。
An impressive shot to dead center field. Carlos Correa with a 2-run.
さすがや
His first
な。
homer here in the series, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited it over the
自信がなくなっとる。
Time is called and the reliever is warm out.
変えてすぐやもんな。
Here's Michael Brantley. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a
5点差はきつい
1-for-3
な。
thus far. He
あー、
fires
ま
this
た
one
打たれ
into
てる。
right, and Brantley will reach. He's got a base hit.
Hey guys,
あー、かんな、これ。
nice execution by the batter right there. Keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Tommy Hunter is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Pitching for the Phillies, number 96,
トミー・ハンター。
Standing in now, Yuli Gurriel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A bouncer to the left side.
あ、やめとけ、やめとけ、やめとけ。
Going to second, but
けど間に合わん。やってもうた。
Now batting, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Striding in for Houston, Josh Reddick. The previous history with
すぐ
Tommy
一塁
Hunter,
行かん
who's
と
gone through
迷いが出るともうそれで間に合わんな
Reddick
る
waiting, and now the pitch. Fouled away.
な。
Brantley at second. Gurriel on at first with nobody out. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
もうちょっと球に勢いあったらな。微妙になんかしんどったから。あ
Up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases
やば
will
い
be
な。
loaded now with still nobody out.
ほんまに
Right
よう
there.
打つな。
Against the batter, he's gonna have to put that
難
in.
易度どうなってんのこれ。あ、ファールオブフェイム。いや、自分の方か、これ。オールスターでこんだけなんよ。意外やな。両方オールスターに変えよう。
The memory bank, because that guy made a nice two-strike approach right there, made a nice two-strike adjustment.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. On a rope to the second baseman.
Oh.
Not in time. Aledmus Diaz will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. Strike taken up in the zone. And with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is McCutchen. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run is into score.
さすがに間に合わん
Now
な。
7-1.
They talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here gives their team another insurance run. And they're starting.
And the right fielder is there.
あー、やっと終わっ
And
た。
the inning is over. But they strike for
打
3.
たれまくりやな。
Your
Will
attention,
Harris
please.
is on to pitch
Now
out of the
pitching
bullpen in
for
the bottom
Houston,
half of the 8th.
number 36, Will
Leading
Harris.
off the inning, Nick Williams. And they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't
Leading
look
off
very
for the
promising so
Phillies,
far in this one as
the
we
left
move
fielder,
into the later innings. Down by a bundle. It's time to get
う
some
ん
base runners
両方
and
オー
hopefully
ル
a
ス
long
ター
ball
や
to
から
get them back
な。
into this one.
これでどう
I
な
know
る
he's
か
well。aware of the fact he can't tie this with one
打ち
swing
す
of
ぎ
the
るん
bat,
か。
but maybe he's trying to ignite the boys by driving something out of the ballpark.
あー、正面。
Snagged on a short hop. And Quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. There's a look at the inning by inning recap.
ヒットがまず2本っていうのがあかんな。エラーも多いんやけど。まあ、冒頭と最後のセカンドに投げようか迷ってもうたもんな。いかんな。
Up top, it's 2-0. Hard on the ground towards short. And
Yes.
To left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
The batter.
And now Bryce Harper. He was the
ハーパーさん打ってないか。変えなしゃあないな。
Will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Aaron.
甘い。今のは甘いな。
Here's the 0-1. Fouled off.
Now.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
いやー、当たらんかあれ。ファーボールか。
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball one. Hoskins, the runner at first with two gone. Takes this the other way. Is there and he'll put it away to retire the side. Phillies strand one. They're down 7-1. Aaron Altair will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Standing in.
さあ、ちょっとキャッチャー変えるか。早めに休ませて、どっちにしろ次の試合も休ますけどな。
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now. Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. 3-1 now. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Set and the payoff pitch.
Yes.
Hold strike three as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number one. At the plate, comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day, and that's in there for strike one.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
伸びる球やな。
So 1-1 home. Looked at for ball number 2.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Yes.
There's Segura on to first, and there were two down. Stepping in, Carlos Correa.
これや、これや。さあ、最後1点ぐらい取りたいけどな。このまま終わるのはなんか。よっしゃ、スイング、あれ。してないか。
throw something down in the zone or just out of it.
よっしゃ。
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're on top 7-1.
よっしゃ。
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher
pitching
coming
for
on
the
now as we get a
Astros,
look at the side armor,
number
Joe
38,
Smith.
Joe
じ
Smith.
Ready once again, Gene Segura. In
Leading
terms of
off
previous
for the
meetings with
Phillies,
Joe Smith,
the
he's 0 for
shortstop.
5.
Gene Segura.
出るか今日は。
First pitch coming, here it is. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
シンカースライダー。
1-1. Swing on
Ah.
the ball to third. Bregman gloves it, and there's one away.
カッチェンさんも全く打ててない。完璧に抑えられとる。 いやー、平凡やな。
The third baseman, number 7.
Stepping up now, Mike Del Franco. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. The 1-0. And this will be fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Philly down to their last strike. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Andrew Romine would be next. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
こういう試合もあるわな、そら。
And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Justin Verlander. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. Houston win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Justin Verlander gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Yes. これなんて書いてんや。書いてないんか。あくまで電源のランプか。ほんまやな。そんな触ることないもんな、こんな。さあ、とりあえず終わろう。